from Aliexpress for almost $4 with welcome deal, or regular price is 4.5 US dollars. You can get this DIY audio amplifier kit that gives 2 times by 50 watts. It have a Bluetooth communication, which is good. You can connect with your smartphone through the Bluetooth and play some music. Support U-disc playback directly to the Type-C connector, or you can connect with your computer through the USB and play some music without using a Bluetooth. Alright, and I got it. Oh. As I said, it comes as a kit, tiny screwdriver, and everything needs to be assembled. It's not difficult, don't afraid, just enjoy. Let's assemble now. I do it fast. Why? Because this is my second time assembling this kind of amplifier. I have purchased this model a couple of years ago and I give that to my friend as a gift, and I purchase again, this time for me, just to put the knob. Oh, good. Okay, let me explain. This is the volume knob with power switch, power off and power on. At front we have aux in for audio input and audio output if you want to connect your headphones. Right here we have a blue LED that indicates power and connected with Bluetooth device. And from behind we have the DC jack input voltage. It says from 8 to 24 volts, but in description it says from 5 to 24 volts maximum. Type-C USB audio that you can connect with your computer and play sound or music directly without connecting through the Bluetooth. And also it reads MP3 songs through the U-disc. What it says in description, that through this Type-C USB connector you can connect with your computer and play sound directly without connecting with the Bluetooth. That is good. In description says that it's working from 5 volts to 24 volt maximum. Alright, and here it says at 12 volts 8 ohms 15 watts by 15 watts, at 4 ohms 20 watts plus 20 watts, but at 24 volts if you are using, you will get at 8 ohms 40 by 40, and using 4 ohm speakers you will get 50 plus 50 watts, and that is great. Okay. I found this power adapter that gives 15 volt DC voltage and 1.5 amps. I know that it's not enough but for testing it's great. As I said, you can use any kind of AC to DC adapter from 8 to 24 volts and at least 50 watts, 60 watts maybe. And turning on in 3, 2, 1. Whoa! I get a sound! And the blue LED light indicates that it's connected with my smartphone. Alright. I have connected with my smartphone and I'm gonna play some music, and please in comments below tell me what you think about the quality of the sound. Pause. How is it? Is it good or bad? Comment below. That is the maximum using these small speakers. It's pretty loud and decent and great quality, I can tell. I like it. It's small, mini audio amplifier with cute design, and it's good. I like it. The link will be in the description below so you can check it if you want to buy it. From Aliexpress for $1 I found it and I bought this module. And what is it? The model is HU-M28W Desktop PC Power ATX Transfer Board Power Adapter Supply Test Module Power Supply Circuit Outlet Module. It says with welcome deal is $1. The sale is coming soon, 4.18 cents. Alright, you can choose the color? No. Okay. And I got it. No bubbles. Okay. Just to cut this. Okay. I put a yellow background so you can see better the contrast of this board. And something is wrong, I think. Or no, do you see that wire right here? Whoa, this is from the factory. Oh, it's good that I see it. That will make a shortcut and burn out the board. Alright. Okay, we have the ATX24 connector that comes. You're gonna plug the ATX connector from the power supply, computer power supply right here, and you will get on these terminals output of negative 12 volts and ground, positive 12 volts and ground, positive 5 volts and ground, and positive 3.3 volts and ground. 4 terminals giving 4 different voltages, and for each voltage output you have a fuse. That is nice. You have the main power switch on off LED for indicating that the board is working, and also it have a USB socket, two of them, and I'm gonna test how much current is giving. I think that we will give the maximum. The maximum is how much the power supply can give, and also for the 12 volts. It's a nice little board that you can plug in on the power supply, ATX power supply unit, and use it like a power supply. From old PC computer I pulled out this switching power supply model. This one is 450 watts, and right here it says on 5 volts positive giving 36 amperes, 12 volts 19 amperes, 3.3 volts 31 ampere, negative 12 volts 0.5 amperes, and positive 5 volts 2 amperes. These are most used. Positive 5 volts 36 amperes and positive 12 volts 19 amperes. That meaning that you can make a very useful power supply using this board. Just you need to plug the connector. Alright. Okay, let's power up the ATX power supply switching. Using this small switch you can turn on the power supply in 3, 2, 1. Yes! Turning off, turning on. And it's working very fine so far. Okay, let's measure the voltages. Are they correct with my multimeter? My newest multimeter with LCD screen contrast. I love it. Okay, it's set on ohms. Let's choose DC voltage. The first one is negative 12. Yes, the indicator is here, negative 12, 11.5 volts. Let's measure. This is positive 12 volts, it's giving right. This is 5 volts DC voltage, correct, and 3.3. Alright, turning off. Let's measure again. 0 volts, turning on. 5 volts, great. It's nice because of these terminals. They are with screws, and you can very fast put some wires and connect to your project. Okay, now I'm gonna test the 5 volts. My USB tester or USB doctor, my homemade load with old light bulbs, and this thing is pulling around 3 amperes, I think. Plug in, power the supply, and it's this way, sorry. What it say? The voltage dropped to 4.5 volts and it's pulling 2.9 amperes. I can lower that, 2.4, 1.8, 1.2, and this is great. Turning off, turning on. Yes. This is around 15 watts of power. 3 amperes times 5 volts. It's almost 15 watts. It's a car bulb, 21 watts. At 12 volts it's pulling 1.7 amperes. Turning on and hook up. Yes, full brightness. Okay, and I need to test it. Does it have the protection? I'm gonna shoot. Yes, turning off, on. Fine. So little board, but useful. With fuses, with the main switch, USB, outlets, 2 of them, and the terminals. So you can power up your old ATX PC power supply. I'm gonna use this panel for my next project, and it's cool, it's small. I love the terminals and the fuses, and it's worth it. From Aliexpress. Another great find. From Aliexpress, for $1 you can get this module, and it's very useful. And what is it? The model is ZB2L3 Battery Capacity Tester External Load Discharge Type from 1.2 to maximum 12 volts battery or 18650 equal capacity test high quality. 18650 lithium battery capacity tester module. This is very useful module and device. Power supply voltage from 4.5 to 6 volts through micro USB interface. Working current not more than 70 milliamperes for the module. Discharge voltage you can set from 1 volt to 15 volts. Resolution 0.01 volt. Termination voltage from 0.2 0.5 to 11 volts. Support current not more than 3 amperes. That is nice. That means that you can discharge any kind of batteries with maximum of 3 amperes. And we're gonna choose that with these resistors that comes together in the package. Okay, and I got it. Bubbles. I enjoy doing that. Okay. And here are the resistors. They are load for discharge current. This is very useful module. I'm gonna tell you why. But first to explain, we have a LED panel right here. We have connectors for connecting the battery and the load. In this case, this will be electronic load or resistor. We have a micro USB connector right here to power the device with 5 volts. 3 push buttons, okay, up and down, and it says that you can connect right here maximum 15 volts of any kind of battery that you want to test it with discharging through the resistors. 3 amperes maximum discharge rate, and it can measure maximum is 9909 ampere hours. You can see right here it have 3 LEDs. The first one will indicate voltage, the second one discharge rate amps, and the ampere hours. Alright, let's connect and power up this thing. You will get 2 resistors of 7.5 ohms each, but I connect them in parallel, so I will get around, I don't know, maybe 3.5, 3.67 ohms. And I'm gonna attach it right here. I connect them in parallel so I can discharge with higher current. I think that will be around 1 amp maybe, or 0.9 amps. So behind the board is marked where should go the battery and where the resistors. I'm ready. Oh, to put the battery, I forgot. This battery is 3.7 volts, I think. Nothing happens. I need to plug in power, micro USB 5 volts. Okay, let's power up. And yes, right now it shows the battery voltage of this 18650 lithium battery. It's 3.75 volts, and right here where is marked with V volts, A amperes, and ampere hours. But first we're gonna set the cut-off voltage, and that will be 3.2 volts. Hold OK, and it starts. 3.3 volts. This battery is very low. Okay, it is pulling 880 milliamperes. You can't see very well on the display. I need to fix that. Let's put this. Alright, now it's better. 870 milliampere is pulling. The voltage of the battery is how much? 3.24, and ampere hours 15. And yes, you can see it right now when the LEDs are blinking. The process is finished, and it says that it have how many milliamperes. That is very low, and this battery is bad. So you can test your lithium batteries for capacity, and are they good or bad. This one is bad, but here I have a pretty good two batteries connected in parallel to get more amperes. I'm gonna test them together. Okay, let's reset, and it says 4.07 volts. I'm gonna set cutoff on 3.2 volts, hold it, and the process starting. It's pulling 1 amp, and the voltage dropped 3.7 volts. And I'm gonna leave it just like this and see the capacity of this battery. It's not fully charged. It should be 4.2 volts, but anyway, I'm gonna test it. This module is great for the money. $1 for this kind of module for testing is great, and I like it, and I'm gonna use it. For more information about this, you can check in the link description. Using this module that I ordered from Aliexpress for $1, I made a cool project. And what module is this? It comes in blue and white color, and you can order from 1 to 10 pieces. 0.91 inch OLED display module, white blue OLED, 128 by 32 pixels. That the model is SSD 1306 for Arduino. I have a bunch of these, but I have ordered one more, and I got it. Nice wrap in bubbles. Pin holder. Need more cutting. Okay, come on. here it is, small but awesome. OLED display. They emit a light without requiring a backlight and so have an excellent viewing angle, brightness and contrast in a very thin and efficient package. The display has a resolution of 128 by 32 pixels and the pixels are in blue or white color on black background. On the display we have 4 pins that need to be connected with the Arduino so the display can work. Ground, positive, SCL and SDA, meaning serial data line and serial clock line. And the dimension of the display is 38 millimeters by 12 millimeters, and that in inches is, come on, 0.74 inches with 1.5 inches. Do you like my hack on my scale? I add a AAA battery so can last more. I'm tired of replacing those coin batteries. Alright. If you haven't checked my yesterday Aliexpress review, it was this awesome multimeter with rechargeable battery and it's around from $15 to $20. It's great. I will put a link in the description below so you can check it. And this is my previous multimeter review. This is Aneng M107. This is $5 multimeter with all functions that you needed. Both of them are fine and I like them. This is small, this is a little bit bigger. Okay, now I'm gonna show you what you can do with this display and what kind of projects I have made. And of course, using this tiny OLED display, I made this gadget and it's solar powered without using a batteries. I'm using a supercapacitor as power source. And what is it? It's a game, ping pong. Look, you can play. Solar charged it's solar charged, as I said. The supercapacitor, 3 push buttons, the OLED screen that is connected with the Arduino chip. In this case, this one is 80 tiny 85. You can check the full video and download the schematic and the code for this gadget. Just visit the link in the description below. Also, there will be placed the screen so you can buy it from Aliexpress if you want it. And this is one of my favorite gadgets. Why? Because it's solar powered and supercapacitor that will last very long time. Nice. It's an old project and still working. Okay. And here it is. It's also an old project using OLED screen, 128 by 32 pixels. But I made the project on the breadboard, adding 2 push switches, 2 LEDs, green and red one, also pin on the side. And on this project I'm using Arduino Nano board. It says old bootloader. LED pins 5 and 6, switch pins or push pins, push switch button pins 2 and 3. And it's a nice gadget so you can program it and directly see the project on the screen. And right now I have uploaded this code. Why it's not working? Maybe I need to reset. Yes. On the screen you can see the graphics for the menu for controlling the LED. I have off, 25% brightness. You can choose 50, 100, blink and SOS. Right now it's on off. with that arrow showing to the off. Now we are at 25%, 50, 100. You can select blink and SOS. What is beautiful about this gadget is that you can directly program the code to the Arduino Nano and see your project on the small OLED screen. This is just an example that I wrote the program, so if you want it, you can check in description below for both projects, for this menu LED controlling and the game. Look, it's playing it's stuck. 8 points for me and 29 points for him. Okay, continue. 30. He's much better than me. Alright. That was all for today's video presentation of what you can do with using a OLED 128 by 32 pixels display, and you can make a cool projects just like this using this screen. $1 from Aliexpress. Thank you for watching. Please give a like, share and subscribe to my channel. Hello Hacktubers and welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I will assemble a crazy looking gadget DIY kit, and let's start. In this zip bag I have all electronic components that need to be soldered on this awesome and amazing PCB board, and a bunch of LEDs. Using this integrated chip KA2284, which is designed for 5-dot LED level meter, I'm gonna make LED illuminated glasses with sound control. Let's assemble. I'm almost finished. All electronic components are soldered, the switch, the battery terminals, the microphone, and the last thing is to solder all these LEDs. "25 yellow LEDs on the left side are soldered. Now the right side. Altogether 50 LEDs need to be soldered. Such a satisfaction. Let's proceed. And I am finished. That was the last soldering points. all electronic components soldered on the PCB board, and it's look amazing. Alright, next step. Place on the enclosure and tight with screws. And the last step is inserting two 12-volt batteries. Alright. And powering in 3, 2, 1. And it's working! Look! LED meter. Voice control. When you speak, when the sound or music is detected, you get a level meter from both sides, and looking amazing. Just to turn off the studio lights. Wow! And they are pretty reactive. You can adjust the sensitivity using this potentiometer right here. Awesome! Good looking, crazy looking. And take a look. This is super. And I like it. Left and right. Awesome. I'm gonna try it. But before that, I'm gonna play some music to see the reactive LEDs. When you wear them, you can see through these holes or openings, so you don't worry about that. How they look! It's great! And they are super reactive to my voice, and when they detect a music or sound, they react. Sound reactive sunglasses. No sunglasses, glasses. And they will be great for New Year or for holidays. I like them. And they are DIY kit. Cool. That was all for today's video. Please give a like, share this video, and subscribe to my channel. Party!